Talent alone is not enough because you can be talented and nobody knows you.
Yeah.
Do you understand? There are a lot of talented makeup artists that nobody, they have zero visibility.
Another thing that we bless God for is that man is not God. Do you understand? Because we're in a space where some people will directly restrict you getting a job. Do you understand? Some people will intentionally want to block you from, the client might say, I want Nomi J, I want Beautified, but there are some certain people that will say, no, I don't want this people.
There's this click thing in the industry. I'm not blaming anybody for having a click. It's good. Do you understand? There's some people that you're comfortable working with. They are good, so you just want to stick to them. But my own is, don't put down on that creative because you want to push your own person inside. Doesn't make sense. Do you understand? You can suggest that these are the people that I work with, to check their page, you like them, but don't enforce or try to say, this one does not deliver pictures on time, this one does not, just so that the clients will be scared to book that creative that they already like, which is something that has been happening for like 2-3 years now.
Wow.
And we're just finding out about this because we're hearing the things that, this person wanted to book you and they said no, and I'm like, no, what did I do? They were asking me if I'm fighting with the person. I say, I don't even talk to this person. So how are they doing this to us?
Hi, my name is Eniola Olatunji.
I am Tosin Josh. Welcome to another episode on TUC, where we talk reality things.
So this episode, we have very beautiful, as you can see, creatives with us, and they are both makeup artists. We have Beautified over here and Nomi J. Please do us the honors of introducing yourselves and telling us what you do.
Hi, my name is Okere Chisorum. I'm the CEO of Beautified, professional makeup artist, beauty consultant.
Hi everyone, my name is Onome Monja, creative director, Nomi J Makeovers. Basically everything beauty.
You see, we're talking beauty today. I think my co-host is meeting by. Well, how was your day? How's today been for you?
Fine, thank you.
It's been good. It's been nice, cozy.
Okay, me has not been nice for me.
People that are looking glammed up.
I knew immediately I saw them. I said, makeup artist.
We tried. We didn't do too much. We just tried.
I know. I follow you, so I know what you're capable of.
We just try to enhance the beauty.
Okay.
You guys are welcome on show today.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, in our previous editions, we've seen people say that they go into like the hands of creatives they are doing, they go into it by passion and all of that. I would really like to know, how did you guys stumble upon makeup as the profession?
For me, makeup had been my passion since I was 9. Very weird.
Wow.
Very, very weird. In which my dad was not in support of it. He beat the living life out of me. When my mates said they want to be doctors and engineers, I was saying I wanted to be a makeup artist. And I liked it because my elder sister, she's very light skinned and she had gap teeth. So when she does her makeup, use red lips, I just looking at her, this guy's so fine. And I wanted to learn how to do it. So she was the first person that I mirrored, for makeup, and she now helps me and said buy me makeup things, as far as lip gloss, all those little things. And from there the passion grew gradually, even though my dad was not in support. He wanted me to be he wanted me to study mass communication, in Covenant University, which I ended up doing. And when I was doing my certificates, I said, sir, I've done your bit. Can I now move into makeup? And he paid for my first makeup class. And that's how, I started makeup professionally. Yeah.
It's win-win for everybody.
Yeah. How about you, Nomi J?
So unlike her, mine was never passion. I don't think I liked makeup. It came out of boredom actually. And I thought it was easy, like just before and after, the way you see it, and just be like, oh fine. I never knew that makeup was hard. So mine came as a result of strike in school then in Unilag, ASU strike, and it was so long, 6 months. And I'm like, what am I going to learn? So I thought makeup was easy, like I said. So it looked like the easiest thing to pick out of the skill. And then I picked it up. We did exam in class. I was not part of top 10 safe. I think the only reason my teacher there noticed me, she was like, oh, I like your dark skin. And she used me as a model. But I didn't stop. I just kept on practicing and I was in school. And from there, passion and, of course, making money from it.
Oh,
Of
that's
course.
wonderful. I think you're the first person I ever knew that's that's what she wanted to do. So makeup has generally evolved over the years now, and we've seen it become something like even creative industry as a whole is such a serious industry now that it wants to be taxed. But how has that evolvement, how has it even been for you? How have you also involved on this job? Like, what was your beginning like? What is it now? Just take us through it for.
I think when I started, like I said, it was more passion. So I just like the satisfaction clients get, the confidence. When you do makeup for them, they are just blushing, they're happy. It's like they were timid before, but the makeup just give them one massive confidence. They see themselves different when they wear makeup. So that joy, watching them being happy when they see themselves just made me say, Chisom, we need to go into this. And then it grew from there too, because I know that I did not come to Lagos to count bridges. I came to make money. So I told myself, you need to make money from this business. At first I started off doing free things, a lot of free for my friends. I used everybody around me. I'm sorry, but I'm happy that people have helped me today. But I used everybody to, push content gradually. And from there, I said adding small money, 500, 1K, 2K, 3K. That's how I said increasing. And I learned something along the line that if you want to increase your price, you have to increase your value. So the value that you are placing or showing people must be equal to the pricing you are giving. So as I was increasing my price, I was adding more value and value. And as the industry was evolving, I had to evolve with it, but I did not lose my uniqueness, which is something that a lot of people forget. So I take what is important to my style and add it and keep evolving. So I don't move with every trend that comes, because trends come and they go. So I just work with a few that aligns with my own value, and I keep it moving, and that's how I've been.
How about you?
Let's just go with this. Because we'll just say the same thing in different words.
So now you are looking like $1 million box. So how profitable is makeup?
Okay.
Like, is it something, because you mentioned initially that your dad didn't want you to do it, and I feel like that might have stemmed from fear that it's not a serious thing. So even for like parents watching now, like just to give them an idea that if your children wants to do makeup, they can earn as much as so and so. That's
I would say gone are the days that, like, the way they used to look at hairdresser, then like people that barb hair. I believe that parents are waking up to the reality now, and skill is very important. Like, they can't even say makeup artists are we are cashing out the industry. Let me even say the beauty industry, photographers, anybody that has skill. That's why most times when people want to japa, you see that they are coming to learn makeup or they are coming to learn something, because they know that they can add it to the normal maybe 9 to 5 that they do. So I beg anybody that is stalling, better get your child to learn a skill.
Makeup is highly profitable.
Yes.
I would say it to anybody that wants to start learning. Like you said, my dad was scared, that it wasn't profitable. But the first Saturday that my first bride booked me, and then she paid me 100,000. 100,000 was a lot of money that time. And I was like, just to go and paint face and come back. I said yes. He was shocked, and from there he just supported, and that's why he paid for my first class, because he was like, since this is what you want to do, I'll do it and make money. And from there, like I said, I kept adding value, increasing my price. So like this now, I'm making some people's 30 days.
Yes, as in
one Saturday. Are you?
Because the truth is, there are some days I sit down and this is not like throwing stones to anybody. But you're just like, I feel like where I've gotten to, I'm so sorry, except the 9 to 5 is probably in like foreign currency. Because I'm like, I know that not everybody can do business. Not everybody's cut out for business. Some people are cut out for 9 to 5. But we being here is because we're our own bosses. You get, but in a 9 to 5, you have to plan, maybe take leave or something. So please, skill is very important. It doesn't even have to be makeup. It can be anything else.
Just make sure you're good.
In 2025, makeup is still very
Very.
profitable.
In short, it's even way more profitable now. As far as you are good, you push yourself out there, you're consistent, and the right clientele meets you, you make money. That's just it. No matter if like your rate of followers be 500 followers, once one person just finds out that you're good, the person will carry your business on there. We have makeup artists that are personally attached to some people. They fly everywhere with them.
Yeah, that's
These
true.
people are on like monthly payroll on all these top people. They're cashing out. Like they don't even have to do too much painting.
Are you sure I won't come and
Yeah, you can. You know, the sky is big for all of us. You can
So
all
I
make
should
money. Yeah, you
I
can
should do
come.
my photography and-
No,
You're making more money, Joe.
So far, what are some challenges because I know like things like business come with challenges, especially in terms of, so now inflation is going down, but most of the year last year we've seen inflation very high, product wise, expenses, some other challenges, hiring, and other things. What troubles have you gone through?
I would say, of course, the way products like prices increase, it was like you might be getting something for like 10k, and then before you, obviously because of the exchange rates and all that. Then another thing I would say, which is very common in, will I say, the wedding industry, but another thing that we bless God for is that man is not God. Do you understand? Because we're in a space where some people will directly restrict you getting a job. Do you understand? Some people will intentionally want to block you from, the client might say, I want Nomi J, I want Beautified, but there are some certain people that will say, no, I don't want these people. So like I said, we thank God that man is not God, because these are some of the challenges you see every day. You see that the bride is like, I want to use you, I've had you in mind, but behind closed doors you now hear that, this person said I should not use this person. That's part of my challenge.
Wow.
Yes, so it's also one of the major challenges that we have faced, and it's because there's this clique thing in the industry. I'm not blaming anybody for having a clique. It's good. Do you understand? There's some people that you're comfortable working with, they are good, so you just want to stick to them. But my own is, don't put down on that creative because you want to push your own person inside. Doesn't make sense. Do you understand? You can suggest that, these are the people that I work with, to check their page, you like them, but don't enforce or try to say, this one does not deliver pictures on time, this one does not, just so that the clients will be scared to book that creative that they already like, which is something that has been happening for like 2-3 years now.
Wow.
You know, and we're just finding out about this because we're hearing the things like, this person wanted to book you and they said no, and I'm like, no, what did I do? They were asking me if I'm fighting with the person. I say, I don't even talk to this person, so how are they doing this to us? But that's by the way, you know. And now with the way products are expensive, is you can't keep increasing your price like that. You know, even as much as you want to add more value, you know, you just don't want to be extremely, you know, expensive. You don't also want to be too cheap. So I don't want to undercharge myself or overcharge. So I just want to be well comfortable to, you know, charge what I want to charge. But products are so expensive and it keeps increasing. Like the product we bought last week, now this week will be a different pricing. And when we started, it was 5,000 naira, 3,000 concealer powder. Now 75k, 80k, 120. It's like it's ridiculously expensive now. So I'm pitying those that are just coming on board because they've come to meet the expensive side of makeup. We went from the era of little. It's like we tasted all the seasons of makeup, and we're still standing. And it's because, yes, like you said, we have to keep evolving. But the challenges still remain that, you know, the high cost of things, of products now is not also easy. Not, I will say it's easy for, not like it's easy for us, but we're managing because we can afford it, you understand? But the upcoming guys, it's hard for them. These Nigerian brands too are not cheap, expensive too, so that's another issue too.
As a creative yourself, can you relate to some of the things they just said about people saying that no, don't hire them, is this something you can relate to?
I think I have a kind of different opinion because some people make suggestions.
Yeah.
Although some people, they like to actually push their own kind of people.
Yeah.
Then me, I personally don't have a problem with that. The reason I don't have a problem with that is that if you're making money without knowing why, or you're being favored by someone, or you're being favored by the algorithm, I believe is an amateur way of doing business, because by the time the sales will stop coming from that person. When you build your business around just one person, the day you and the person will have issues, I believe your food is done.
True.
Yeah.
So I don't really have problem with people like that. And I wanted to ask, have you ever been confrontational about this thing? Have you confronted anyone?
Me, I'm not a confrontational person. Let me start I'm a confrontational person because in my head, I'm just like, it's fine if you don't want to use me. Yes, because to be honest, see, this industry is very dicey, so you also have to be careful, So as much as I want to go and meet them to say, oh, what did I do? Why are you telling people not to use me and all that stuff? I'm just like, the jobs are coming with or without. So why am I bothering myself? So I'll channel that energy to push myself out there so that more people, or I can attract the right clientele that I want. Do you understand? Than for me to be going to meeting all of them. I don't have that. In short, I'm too busy for that. Let me put it that way. I just focus on what I'm doing and I keep it moving. That's just me.
So I would like to ask, do you think talent is enough in this business?
Talent alone is not enough, because you can be talented and nobody knows you.
Yeah.
Do you understand? There are a lot of talented makeup artists that they have zero visibility. It's not like they're not good. They are very good, but they don't just have that visibility. Their majority are depressed, because I see the DMs. So my DM is like a therapy place. Maybe because we've been in the industry since, we sort of look like we're very approachable. So I get those DMs.
We are going to say we are very
Especially you, beautiful.
Yes, very bubbly.
So I get a lot of DMs from people, makeup artists, ones that are starting and the ones that have already been in the industry 10, 15 years, ask me how I'm doing it. Don't you get depressed sometimes? Jobs are not coming. And I see that these people are good people. It's just that they don't have visibility. Now, Instagram algorithm is worse. It's not like before where we used to have millions of views on videos. Now, 10% of, from my insight, I see that 10% of my followers are seeing my work. Like today, she mentioned that she had not been seeing my post, and I'm like, I've been posting. Like I post regularly, I'm consistent, but 10% of so it's not even my fault now. It's not the creative's fault now. It's how the algorithm now has changed. Do you understand? So things are harder now for a lot of people, but talent is not enough. You need visibility, you need exposure, but I'll tell people, don't rush and say because of exposure I'll be doing free for everybody. Yes, we start free, but after a while you need to start, because you need to make money. You don't come to be doing tags, as much as you want exposure, you have to still make money. So it's a different thing entirely.
So I will just add to what she said, and I will say talent is not enough. Why? Because there are some other things that you have to marry talent with. And for me personally, I would say the God factor, because I cannot run my business or go by my life without that factor. Other people might have their other beliefs, but from experience, that's what has helped me. Then I will also say character. Some people are very good in their skill, but their character is bad. And some clients will not call you again, not because your job is no good, but because you have very bad character. And I know creatives might watch this, but it's not by writing your waving your journal in Hallelujah Challenge. Like you need to go back and check yourself. Some people I've referred some people to clients and they're like, please don't send that girl again. She can't smile. Her attitude is this. So the thing about our type of job, it goes past just makeup. Sometimes we help to buckle shoes. Sometimes we help to zip up. But you see that some creatives, they probably feel too big. Then I don't understand why you are doing this job. So aside the talent, character is very important, because character will take you far
Yeah.
Even without some people maintain. There are some clients that keep coming back, not because that they've not seen it, somebody that can do it better, but they are just like, oh, I like this person. When I'm around her, she has this attitude. She's good. She's nice. So,
and that's
character.
very true. Actually, very true. Because I used somebody of recent, and then we were talking about house hunting and everything, and like she just feels like closer to me now because like she has been very. And I'm also house hunting. She's always asking me that, have you gotten? How is it? And I'm always like, next makeup I'm going to do, she's definitely the person. And so something I would like to touch on is Nigerian makeup brands. Now you've said over the course of the conversation that makeup is very expensive, and I would think that okay, maybe foreign ones which are good, yeah, but like not to endorse anybody or if you not to mention anybody name per se. If you want to, you can. But like, what's your perspective on Nigeria? Are we getting better? The brands,
definitely.
What do you think of them? Is it something people will also want to go into sometime in future? Maybe producing your own like makeup brands and all of that.
I think it's possible. Nigerian brands are doing amazingly well. We'll say it because we, apart from doing makeup, we also do content creation for brands.
Ooh.
So Nigerian brands send us PR packages.
Your money is large.
I unbox for them, and then we also showcase on our platforms. But we're very honest. Our brand integrity is number one. So if the product is not good, I will not come and tell you it's good. Because I know if I can't use it, you can't use it. And if we're getting it free and you are paying money, that's a lot of money that you pay to get it. So Nigerian brands are doing really good. But the prices were cheaper before, but now it's expensive. I won't blame them because they have cost of production, shipping into Nigeria. We don't have the resources to produce here, so they produce outside, and they bring it into Nigeria. So cost of shipping to, they have to add their own profit is a lot. So sometimes I don't blame them when I see, because if you can afford the high-end ones, why can't we support the Naira and support the Nigerian brands? So Nigerian brands are doing amazingly well. I'm speaking based on the fact that I, apart from reviewing, I also consult with the brand owner, so I know most of these things that go on behind the scenes. So
you get to make your own products also.
Definitely. I don't know about them. But soon we're getting there. I'm studying cosmetology, so I want to know how they create these things so that I can know what area to come in, what products to bring in.
You don't want to leave any money on the table. Wow, and that's really good so far. I'm sure you all know aim, and your industry is such that you meet with people. I think we've touched on it earlier, but have you ever had scenarios where you meet people and then the energy is not great, and do you talk about it then leave it?
You mean your fellow vendors?
Yes, maybe bridal stylists and the energy. You all have to work together. I can imagine if Mr. Josh comes with an attitude. Will you do you tell him immediately or you wait, or how do you navigate such scenarios?
Bridal mornings, you really cannot do too much because as you get there, you are working. So it's when we are done that sometimes you cannot have time to start having conversations. But me, anywhere I enter, I will find a way to communicate with everybody. We first start with saying hi and hello, then after that, once I'm done with the bride's makeup, I start to initiate conversations. The reason why I do that is today now, if I get a job and just did a good work for my bride, I'll refer him. If my bride says, oh, do you know any photographer or videographer? That's just how it goes. So some people think that referrals only come from the clients. No, I've had a lot of makeup artists refer me for brides. I've had a lot of, videographers and photographers refer me. All based on the communication we had just on the day of the bridal job. So yes, we've met difficult ones that maybe will speak to us in a certain way and we have to correct them, and say, oh no, why are you shouting? You can just say, move your lights. You don't have to say, auntie, that light is blocking. No, there are ways we speak to each other. If you don't respect yourself, I will respect myself and tell you how things should be, because I don't like the environment to be toxic for brides. I don't like it. I'm such a happy person, so I like that vibe to be everywhere that I said I'm not there, but as far as I'm there, the vibe must be vibing. Do you understand? Because I realize the tension that happens during bridal jobs. So I know brides, go through a lot of emotions. So I want to make sure that the emotions are right from when we're there till when they've gone for their event, do you understand? Then after that, I can meet you and say, guy, wait till you talk that day, no good, oh. You should have said this way, you should have done this way, but no problem, no qualms. And I end it there. If I see him next week, I won't be carrying face for him because I've started it, I've moved on, do you understand? That's me, Sha. That's how I handle.
So talking about bride, who do you guys think should go first on the bridal morning? Is it makeup artist or the hairstylist?
It depends on the event. So right now, brides are still doing this photo shoot in the morning before the event. So for instance, if it's trad first and white after, they want to shoot the white first, they now shoot the trad and now go with the clothes. That's what they started doing now. Before, is the first event you do, then they'll come back. But they realize that when they come back for the second one, it's a rush because maybe the trad has taken more time. So sometimes the hairstyle, they're doing frontals especially. The hairstylist has to either lay the night before so that when you come in the morning, you're just doing makeup straight. Or as you're doing makeup, she's styling hair behind. Do you understand? But the major work is the laying of the frontal. If they don't lay that frontal, you can't start makeup. Because if you do makeup before they start, this whole area will be messed up because their glues and all of that stuff will mess up the forehead. So now I always speak to the event planners while you're doing the schedule. Note the time for hair, note the time for makeup. But usually, if it's frontals, hairstylist starts first. But if it's just normal gilly, makeup starts first.
I get that. So you guys have been encouraging people to come into makeup because when we started, you guys are just talking about it. And we have so many people that are now into makeup, coming into this creative industry. Do you think the number of people entering this job affect you guys' income?
The market is actually saturated, and the truth is that a lot of people are still coming to learn makeup. I just feel like there's a client for everybody. Just how you do your makeup is totally different from how I do mine. So I can't say, we're already enough. Don't come and learn makeup. It's not possible. So they are welcome to join and get their own clients.
I just feel like everybody needs to be on their A game regardless. I feel a lot of top MUAs and maybe photographers, when they got into a certain level, everybody relax. I'm now big. I'm one of the baddest. I just relax. You won't want to learn more. Something about me, I learn every day. I am watching YouTube videos and watching something that will add more to my skill. That way, someone I learned from me last month will come this month and realize that there's something different. Jonathan, so I'm adding more value and skill to what I currently have so that I am still the best in my own field. So regardless, I know that I will find my clientele. So what I'm doing now is to position myself in a way where I can get the right clientele that I want. Because at every level, you will get some certain clienteles. You will lose some. Especially when you increase your price, you will lose some, but you will gain more. I prefer working smart than working hard. You do 10 people and get 1 million. I rather do 2 or 4. And relax, because the more you do, the more products we are using. Do you understand? Because our own field works with products. So I rather do 5 and make that 10 million than for me to now do 10 or 15. Do you understand? It's more stressful. So that's what I'm trying to do now, and also to build structure so that it's not just you. You can also have people that do your kind of work that can also assist to push the brand and make more money too. So
thank you for that. Then another thing I noticed is that in the recent year, there has been a change in algorithm. There has been a change in the way social media work. What is the effect on that on your brand?
So I was thinking based on experience because I was almost at 140k. Now I'm back to 133, and it keeps reducing. So as much as we're pushing content out there, like I said, 10% is seeing our posts, so that's already a problem. Do you understand? And the followership itself too, we're seeing that people are following every day, but it's reducing. So is depressing sometimes. But what I had to do is I had to remove my emotions from social media. I'm like, social media is just a catalog to show people what I can do. Do you understand? I've placed my mind that way. So whether you come, as far as you go there, you will see different things when you go there. But I don't want to put too much emphasis. The comments and likes doesn't it doesn't show that I'm not good. You understand? It doesn't mean that I'm not a good makeup artist, but the algorithm, I don't know how it can be better. Every day we're seeing new updates. We're hoping that it gets better, but for now we're still stuck on how the changes are affecting the business. But as a person, I believe that you should push your brand to a certain level, that if there's no social media, they still know you. Do you understand? That's how I put my mind. Push Beautified to the point that everybody knows Beautified. That even if there's no social media, you can still get calls for jobs. You can still get bookings. Do you understand? So that's how I've placed mine.
Oh, that is really, really good. Because I was going to even say that it's always very skeptical when you have to rely on a third platform for clients. Like, it's good to just and what are ways that you've done this? That's one question. Also, I've seen that generally the event industry has added layers to itself. It's more solid. So what are some of the changes you've seen, like generally in the event industry? What am I saying? In the event industry, especially when it comes to like what do you call them, the people that actually organize the event. You were saying something about putting you in schedule. Is there now meetings, all of those things? Yes. Can you? I'm actually bewildered. So like, I'd like you to talk.
They do like vendors meeting. So I think now they add you on the WhatsApp group.
There's WhatsApp. Even if you delete WhatsApp group after
they add you on the group, and sometimes they even say you have to come for vendors meeting, but that doesn't
affect the media team.
Yeah, but some planners might insist. So vendors meeting where they get to talk about maybe the setup, basically the caterers, the drinks vendor, and people setting up. Yes, like that. But another thing I would say that has really been added to the industry is content creation. I feel like every single person has a content creator. The planner has a content creator. The stylist has the photographer herself has a content creator.
People are like times 2 the number.
So the guests don't even get to see the event because it is packed. So they are making a lot of money. Like, shout out to them. It's their business. So
would you like it to be regulated, sort of?
Yes, like, to be honest, I don't buy the idea of having like 5 photographers, 6 videographers, content creator 4. Why? Like, you can have 2. I still understand, maybe in case one they say memory card lost. Do you understand something? I still understand that fact. But once it's above 3 or 4, like, why? I feel like they need to want to trend. Is another problem we have in the events industry. So everybody thinks that let me call the best people in the industry just so that when they post my work now, I'll trend. That's why you notice that the top guys, they keep booking them back to back, obviously, because they want to trend. Do you understand? You will see somebody who come and meet you and say, "Oh, it's fine." The reason why I want to book you is because I saw I saw your work on Better Naija. So it's like Better Naija is to carry your brides. That's a wrong motive.
See, they don't carry.
I'm so sorry.
Because now you pressurize me. If Better does not carry your work, now you come say they didn't carry my work, but I booked you. They are carrying my work. Is maybe they liked the way the outfit was, or maybe one of the vendors are maybe close to them. There are different reasons why they want to carry the post. Do you understand? So sometimes it stresses me out, but I just feel like if things can be regulated in a way that 2 max. The reason why I say 2 max is because the crowd, even with the 2, because videographers, you come with assistants, second shooters, you will still be a lot, but at least we shall know it's 2 people. I shall know it's Tosin Josh and somebody else. Do you understand? Content creator, the same thing. But I've spoken to my brides, even the recent one. I don't speak to the planners. Have timing. The reason why everybody is having the same video and picture is because one photographer plays bride here, everybody is snapping. No, if we regulate it in a way that photography 15 minutes, take the bride anywhere in the hotel, snapper. No other person should shoot while photographer or videographer is shooting. That way, everybody gets their individual content the way they want to get it. After that, video will do their own. After that, content creators, then bride goes to a hotel, goes to an event.
But how visible is that?
Wait, that's what I'm saying. If you plan it, if you plan it, I've seen my brides have done it and it worked because they planned the timing well. Do you understand? So if you say makeup is 2 hours, make sure it's 2 hours. Say hairstyling is 2 hours. By the time we're done with that 4 hours and we allow the bride go, we've had sessions where the photographer will take his time, take the bride to, because they'll go and scout while we're doing makeup to know the areas they want to snap. Once they're done with that, no other person shoots. That way, when the content comes out, we're seeing different contents and angle from you. We're seeing different from videographer. We're seeing different from content creator. But now, because everybody's shooting at the same time, it's the same hand movements, it's the same thing, it's the same smile, but different editing styles. Doesn't, like, I feel like it's killing the creativity in the industry itself, because people are not exploring again, because they just feel, oh, since we don't have time, let us just shoot at the same time. Cameraman, you're blocking me, move. Content, move. Jonathan, like, it's chaotic.
So you don't go for like you guys don't go for your work with content creators.
We are our content creators. We do our videos ourselves, Jonathan. So if photographer tells me, let's not sometimes like some photographers I don't even bother shooting. I just sit back when they're shooting. I relax because I know that I'll get good content from them, you know. But inside this when I'm done with makeup, I do my normal content while I'm, you know, working on the bride. Once I've left the bride, if I see opportunity to take one or two, I do want to add to the reels. How many reels do you want to post on the page?
I like the fact that you said how many reels do you want to post, and the way you're saying it is very smooth. But honestly, on the day of the shoot,
chaotic.
It's always chaotic, and the chaos is always from my side. I can speak for myself. It's not always from my side. And one thing I've noticed about content creator is that they don't finish.
Yes,
I think they want to just have enough.
What is the meaning of having if you give a content creator, like, okay, do your thing for 15 minutes so that we can do our thing. After
It
giving
never
the person
ends.
15
they'll see
minutes
enter the shoots.
and you are about to start yours, they will still come and enter.
Yeah.
Makeup artists will still come with their phone and be like, I want to get my content. If you be like, I'm not disturbing you, you can take your shot, but sorry, your hand is in my frame. And the next thing someone will say, you guys will edit it. And these things are always stressful, especially not because we want to try to create only just our team. You know, we are not managing just time.
Yeah.
We're also managing the bride's emotion.
Yes.
Because some people don't really like going, you are doing shoot for a long period of time.
Yes.
So if I give you 15 minutes to go ahead, you have actually taken the precious time for that day. And all that. So how do you guys handle rush hours?
I try to be as relaxed and calm as possible. All the feedbacks my bride gives me is beautified. You are the calm in the storm. And it's surprising because I'm always, bubbly. But I realize that my rush or my, instability doesn't do anything. So I rather just be calm, because my calmness always calms the bride. Because if I'm like, bring the brush, bring it, no, I'm shouting at my staffs, she's already feeling agitated. You will not add more to it. Do you understand? Just so you be careful. I always try to be very calm. I'll make sure that they are the most important thing is for the bride themselves to be okay and relaxed even during the rush hour. So you see me telling them, take a deep breath, relax. Even while they're snapping, I do that. I'll like be saying lovely things. You look gorgeous. That helps to boost their confidence. It helps to channel their emotions back to how it's supposed to be, because the rush hour is crazy. Like some of them that don't shout normally, they start to shout because the pastors are calling or parents are calling. Do you understand? So sometimes I just try to help them, navigate through that rush hour by staying calm and also directing how things go. So I try to direct the flow of things. I first say, give your phone to so. Please answer the call outside. Don't answer it here, because if you're answering it here and she say, oh, my dad is calling, no. She starts to, rush. So I try to make sure that rush hours I am calm, so that I translate that calmness to the brides and make sure that they are also, calm. I also say the same thing to the vendors. Don't bring your rush or listen to the bride, because I don't want the bride to be agitated. But we will be on time, and I'll also be checking the time too to make sure that she's also on time. Yeah, but
Nomije, what's your favorite would I say product? No, favorite of bridal shoots, walk-ins. What's your favorite to do?
I think bridal, because
money.
No, it's not about the money. The fact that somebody can entrust you with their big day is just a very huge opportunity. So definitely bridals, because the plan is that you should marry once. So that day is really, really special to every woman. So bridals.
How about you?
Same bridals too, because I just like the joy. I like to experience people's love stories. Like sometimes I see their love stories and I'm just, saying that I see myself. I say one day I know it will happen. Like I'm happy to see and experience different brides, hear their different love stories. I also learn one or two from them. Based on maybe planning process, what they did wrong, what they did right. That also helps me. So sometimes I see it as a privilege to even be there to experience that and also be part of it. To make their day go well. So that's why bridals are very special to me.
Have you guys ever worked with professional bodies or even maybe runway, something outside of like normal parties and all of that? Have you done runway?
Movies and video
did,
shows?
we did a movie. I think it was early this year or last year?
I think last year.
It was last year, yes.
Do you like it?
Film is a different ball game entirely. Film is not like makeup. It's not like bridals. Do you understand? Because that one you're working with short time, and you still have to deliver quality, right? So, and it's not where you're doing one or two people. You are doing 5, 10, 15 per day. Yes.
Yeah.
And you can't, pricing too is not the same. You can't say, oh, today I'm charging you 300k per day because I did 15 or 12 people. No, they don't do like that. They charge based on the number of people. So they'll give you the scripts, tell you how many people you are doing. You already know who the key people you are working with are. Then there are also extras. So the one we did, there were a lot of extras. 350
and they did
extras.
350
400 extras. And we had 11 big events. We had to bring in 16 makeup artists.
How did you
join
manage
us.
that?
It was chaotic. And to think like it was my first film job. But the people on set felt like I've been doing it since. I think it's because of the bridal experience I had. I brought it into the film one. It was tasking because I was the one that was not majorly overseeing the 16 people, making sure that all the makeup was okay. Then producer will come and meet me. Hey, so I just saw this extra. Her face is not looking good. Oh yeah, please, who did that one? Change it. Work on it. It was a lot. Then the touch up every time.
Yeah.
Before once a camera gets to them and there's oil or shine, makeup, you have to rush and go and touch up and all of that stuff. Then the worst part of film is continuity, because one scene that we start today, we can do it 10 times before we end the entire production. So meaning that look you create, you have to redo it
exactly
10 times, exactly same lash, same everything.
That's why sometimes some people joke and be like, this lady had red lips.
And it's because the continuity person did not also take note on those things. So what they did for us is they were snapping them after every shoot. So if you made mistake that one eyebrow is higher, you have to repeat that same mistake. So it looks exactly the same. So continuity is the most stressful part of any film production. These apart from applying it though. Continuity is crazy because imagine continuity for different cast. You have to make sure that they are wearing the same clothes, same hair, same lashes, same lips. The gloss was not too much. You have to dab it out just so that it's crazy. But I'm happy that it helped me. It also helped my speed because I learned how to work with people faster in 2 hours. I don't do 10 people. And I'm wondering how, because on a normal day we want to take our time, try to be bridals. But for film, you have to be fast because there's a timeline and there are ADs that are there telling you the cast needs to be on set now. They need to start shooting now.
So is this something you like to do again?
Yeah, it's fun. Apart from the exposure part, it's fun and it's something I like to do. But the money gotta be, you gotta make sense. Money girl, sorry.
So I have a question. Talking about speed in the event industry, I see when some makeup artists charge. Maybe they are booking their highest package and the money is actually really enticing. Maybe that's the first time they are booking them for such expensive service. Just because they book you for millions, does that mean you should spend so much on the bride?
This one is tricky because we're different. The number of times you used to do brides different from the way I would do mine. Do you understand? So I believe we're all different. Our process and technique might look the same, but everybody has their difference. Like skin prep, some people spend an hour doing skin prep. And before we just apply primer foundation, we're good to go, and makeup seems to last. But now we've moved into, like I said, as the industry is evolving, you have to evolve with it. We've moved to actual skincare, where we have to prep the skin with a lot of skincare products just so that the makeup lasts longer and it stays fresh. Do you understand? So everybody does theirs different. That one I cannot I cannot say. But for me, I just try to, if I see you allocated 1 hour for me, I'll make sure I work within that timing.
Nominee, I'd like you to
Sorry.
answer that as well, if you don't mind.
So me, I feel like she said, it's different for everybody. Maybe if you are paying somebody 1 million, I feel cook for you. Because I have to show you that it's not small money now. Do you understand? So some people might want to come with, it's like maybe when you do Dorime, it just has to look, just looks the part. Do you understand? So I don't know for them, but I believe people have different processes in what they want to do. So maybe they actually want to show you that the money you pay, though, this is, because even when I do like walk-in studio makeup, sometimes my daddy will be like, he might be waiting for me, and he'll be like, no, this person just pay 50k under 30, and the person might be like, please, I want it very, very fast. Do you understand? So I just feel it cuts across. Some people will tell you they don't have time, they want 30 minutes makeup, and they might pay you well, while some people might try and price you, and then maybe they want it longer or anything. So it varies.
That's really good. So emotionally, how has this journey been for you? In terms of, has there ever been times where you had creative blocks, you've been depressed, you're comparing yourself with other people, you say you're not trending, and how have you navigated this? And also, do you think like creatives should actually be seeing therapists?
We need
Very
it though. See, there was a time I had a job. Oh God, I thank you. No, because there are times I've actually reconsidered doing this. Like I'm like, so for me, I've always liked business, but I didn't know what business I would eventually end up doing. But there were times that I'm like, let me go back to 9 to 5. There was a particular client, I actually wrote down the date, September 12th. I passed my bus stop. I entered bus, but because I was thinking about my life, I actually passed my bus stop because the way the woman treated me. And the thing is, I'm really grateful for how creatives are like showing up now. Creatives are doing well, packaging themselves, because a lot of people or clients might look down. Yes, and that was what happened to me that day. The way the woman looked down on me, I was even crying self, but I thank God for me now, because if I knew what I know now, even if I was holding like a normal key, trust me, I would have held it like a car key, and I would not have allowed that to talk to me that way. So we actually need like a space where we can go and like calm down, therapy, like just feel better, because there are some clients that do not encourage our skill or our crafts.
Yeah, I support her, what she said. I always say that no man is an island. We need each other. So it's good to also build relevant relationships in your industry. The reason why we are surviving is because we got each other. By that I mean every freaking day we're talking about things happening in the industry, what we can do better. We're also each other's eyes. Like I can say, she can come and say, oh, so this thing you post, let's say blurry, change out, or I can say, oh, this thing. Do you understand? So that helps us to grow together. So it's like you are sharpening each other's iron. So everybody needs somebody in the industry, even if it's one person that that is helping you to move ahead. Because this thing is depressing. There sometimes you even see some posts, your head
You will think about your life. Some people say 15 clients today, all glory to God.
Your mind is not so you start to rethink that I'm not good enough, but you are. It's just that it's their time and they have visibility. So I also try to encourage ourselves that there's time and season for everything. Do you understand? We want to continually get booked and be pushing and all of that stuff, but let's not see someone's victory and think that it shouldn't make us less of ourselves. We're happy for them. It's their time. We know that our time will come and everybody will join us and rejoice with us, but in the process, let's help ourselves develop our character, develop ourselves in a way that character will keep us in the top,
Yeah.
and at the same time
Very
our talent is also keeping us there. You understand? Because it's a lot that happens. But yes, we need therapy. A lot of makeup artists are depressed. I say it every time I have an opportunity to speak. Come, let's say I can't be therapist because even me, the encourager, I also need encouragement. But because I have somebody, you know, in the industry that I can run to and say, hey, see what this client do me, and she advises me. There are also a few people in the industry apart from her too that I also speak to. So that also helps me because they are experienced. They may have something good to,
Yeah.
you know, tell me a better way that I could have avoided that thing, or how I can handle it better. So it's very important to have your community, like your close people that you know that will help you, you know, in the future. Yeah.
Josh, is it the same thing in the photography industry? Do you guys often feel?
You know,
Do you think photographers need therapists?
I think me myself, I'm actually somewhat stubborn.
Stubborn.
Yeah, stubborn in the sense that I believe I can actually handle so many things. So I like challenges.
Yeah.
What has really been helping me is that I really like challenges. I like to prove. I didn't know before. It was later I knew that it seems I like to prove people wrong. So you see, liking to prove people wrong gives you this that you always like problem, bring it my way.
Yeah.
I will find a way to survive it. But I've actually seen so many people that are depressed.
Yeah.
There's this thing, you know, all of you guys have been talking about religious and all of that, how you get closer to God. I'm not trying to dispute that, but sometimes I've seen business creatives. They are only creatives. They are not business oriented.
Yeah.
And it's two different things. One thing is to be creative. Another thing is to be creative in business.
Yes.
There's a saying that says, work on yourself harder than you work on your job. So me now, I know my flaws. I know what I'm good at and what I'm not good at. I used to tell people, I said, bank on what you're good at and try to improve on the things that you're not good at. So I've seen so many people that they are now depressed. Aside from talking about depression, I've seen so many people that they've now moved closer to God in a silly way.
What do you mean?
No. I'm not trying to tell them not to move closer to
Yeah.
God. They've now turned it to, oh, it seems there's something actually wrong with me. It seems there's
spiritual problem.
It seems I have a spiritual problem. It seems I have to do this. It seems I have to do that. And the Bible itself talk about there's season for everything. So if we understand this, and I encourage people to talk to one another, sometimes the problem you're facing is not a you problem. It's actually a we problem.
Yeah.
Sometimes the problem you're facing, like I used to argue creative block sometimes. Sometimes you don't have that creative block. The only thing you're just doing is you're comparing yourself to another person.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Sometimes it's comparison. And talking about knowing your strength, like me, if I look at you and I see that you're actually doing well, you're making sales and all of that. Number one, how do you arrive at
That's
the person making sales?
conclusion.
Is it because of what you're saying
Online.
online? Another thing is that I give credit to people putting out things out there. People that are trending. I be like, there should be something they are doing that I'm not doing.
Yeah.
Instead of feeling entitled.
Exactly.
Instead of feeling like, why is this one
Why
not
is it
coming
working
my
for
way?
this
I think people are selfish. You want every good thing to come your way. And if you start seeing other people, maybe you try to question them if you can. Or me, I don't question people. I just observe.
Yeah.
But as I observe people, I see that, whoa, these people are actually doing more than what I actually imagined. And there's this my friend, she's an hairstylist. I went to shoot some stuff for her. I found out that this babe has like 4 different businesses.
Wow.
She has a driver, she's a big girl and all that. And you'll be sitting down there thinking that it's just the hair only. And you'll be thinking you're hardworking until you see people as someone else and be like, oh, I'm just playing. I actually thought I was hardworking. So me on my hand, I learn a lot from people, and I encourage people to learn.
I really like that point about learning from people. So we're about to round up, but like there's some other few questions we will touch upon. And Nomije, if you were not a makeup artist, what would you be doing? Think about your
I'll
stuff.
be if I was not a makeup artist, I'll probably be selling stuff, still business, because I don't think I would have done anything
People
outside
have
business.
strong arts because cannot be me. Even growing up, seeing my mother shop like this, if she doesn't sell like this, I could just do it. I just knew.
Yeah, I've always liked business.
How about you? You even wanted to be a makeup artist from
From the
childhood.
beginning, I was makeup boy. If I wasn't a makeup artist, I would have been a dancer because I have been dancing since I was a child. My entire family members are all dancers. Everybody around me, they are dancers. So it's something that I would have joyfully just done. But it's just that I felt like dancers were not being, respected or paid properly. So that's why it's like, let me focus on this.
I think we
on
should have
this one.
dancers at some point on the show. We'll know what their point of view is. So over the few episodes we've shot so far, we always ask something, and I've really liked the perspective they brought. How have you guys dealt with staffing and structure in your business and relating to your staff? Have you ever been heartbroken? We've heard many heartbreaking stories here of how staff treated them bad. They will leave, they will embezzle their money. How has it been for you, Nomije?
For me, I don't think I really have any bad experience because so I do training. I train students a lot, and most of them usually do not want to go. Yes, they usually do not want to go. They prefer, because the thing about this makeup thing is that you have to keep learning. So most of them prefer to still hang around, follow me for jobs, just be there and learn more on the job. So for me, it has not really been an issue because I like have too much, and then I say, you know what, you come on Saturday, you come on. So I will not say I've had any bad experience.
Not even stealing,
not stealing.
You're God's favorite. Beautified.
For me, Nomije, she has really enjoyed in terms of staffing, because it's from being a student. She makes them interns, and from interns they start to be studio assistants. It works, and it was easier for her because she has always had studios. So there's always somewhere. But me, at some point, I stopped. Like, now I don't have a studio space. As I moved to Lekki, I don't have a studio space. So for 3 years, I've been doing more home service, photo shoots. So I'm everywhere. I'm always on the move. So it has been hard to, have actual people, assistants with you, because most of these new guys, they just want money. They love the idea of working with a top person or a big person, but the actual work itself, they don't like to do it. So you see that they would put in so much energy in
trying to
follow me to work with my boss than doing the actual work itself. And I see them do a lot of content of them. Say, I don't blame them. A lot of Gen Zs, they are TikTokers and stuff. And to be honest, I learn from them because I vlog. If you're on my Snapchat, you see that I do follow me too. It's good, so people sort of see some parts of you, that is not on your business page, right? But I feel like when it's time for work. When it's time for play. Because me, I play. Everybody knows me. But when it's time to work, I'm very serious. And that's not the time to be ringing our phone and saying, what's that? Say hi. No. Like, I want you to be focused. Do you understand? So I've had amazing assistants. Especially when I was in Yaba, I had amazing assistants. But they had to leave after a while because people cannot be with you forever. Do you understand? Now, majority of them are doing good and I'm happy. But these new people that have come on board, I've still not found, like, people that I can point. So it's an issue for me because now I'm trying to build structure. I know that even when I had assistants, when I carried them from jobs, people will still want me to do the major thing. I want a situation whereby I'm not there, but things are working well. So I'm working to, get my own studio space so that at least I can point to new set of people that I've interviewed, and hopefully we can have good people. But in terms of stealing, I don't think anybody has stolen from me. It's just that after a while they want to go, or some will use you to say they know they are relocating. They're not coming and say they want to intern, and it's like sharp free learning. When they learn, they go. Do I feel heartbroken? Yes, because I can't go and chase you in Canada. Just as how you've gone, I can only wish you well and keep it moving. But sometimes it's heartbreaking, and I've heard stories from my friends that people have destroyed the CCTV camera just because I want to steal. Some have even gone diabolical just to steal from them. And I'm like, hey God, as the same industry we're in, like I know that we've had heartbreaking experiences of people leaving and maybe leaving in a bad way or something, but it's not compared to when people come together to conspire against you because you are not there. So they are stealing from you, they are stealing products, they are stealing clients. Like it's a lot that I hear, but we have not really experienced that.
It's good. I really like the balanced perspective. Any funny questions?
So what do you guys think about collaboration within vendors?
Collaboration is important, over important. Like I cannot stress, the essence of collaboration. It has helped us. It's what is still helping us with this. But I will not run to Big H, like me, level at which I am. He might know me, he might be cool, I will like him, I love and respect him, but I will not run to him to say I want to collaborate with him. I would rather work with the people that are in my level. I know that maybe jobs can now come where Big H is now the photographer and I'm on set. Do you understand? It's a huge thing for me. Do you get? But I would rather work and build with the people that are around me and we all grow together. I've done it with a lot of photographers and videographers. That's why I'm so closely knitted with a lot of industry people, because once I recognize that this person has potential, this person is good, I'm also good. I find out hairstylist too that is good. Like that, we start to create shoots from one shoot to the other. And I started with fashion and editorial before I moved into bridals. So that already helped me, in the creative side. I was doing a lot of those creative things, using sponge to create things, using rubber to do things. If you go down my page, you see those kind of content. Yeah, so I did those kind of contents. So I grew with a lot of them. Till date, we're all still closely knitted, but I'm happy that everybody is good. Like everybody is big now, and it's because we all started together, and we grew ourselves the same way. Photographer now will refer me, and also I'll refer him. A client comes to meet me for a birthday, should you know any photographer? I'm referring him. The same thing to him, he's referring me. Same with the hairstylist, Jonathan. So that's how we've all, grown, and it's based off collaboration. So collaboration is very important for this industry. You just need to work with the right people. They may not be popping, they may not have the most following numbers, but recognize potentials. Once you know that this person is good and they don't have visibility, may I have the visibility, we'll all join hands together and boost each other. I don't know if it's for my page, because a lot of times I work with these people back to back, and because clients are seeing that I'm collaborating with them back to back, they're seeing how good the hair is on my page. It might not even be their page, on my page. They just book them straight. So when I come on set or I come for a job and I see that it's my person, I'm so happy, because I'm like, I did not know. Bride did not say, oh, I saw her from your page, or I saw that you posted her and you tagged her. So even when I do collaborations on my story, I'm praising everybody, both photographer, hairstylist, designer. I'm boosting everybody, because I don't know who or where their next job will come from. So the same thing I'm doing, they also do to me too. So
Nomi J, last question. And this is the first episode we have like people that are actual friends, and I'm going to ask a very not tricky sharp, but how are you guys in the same industries and are very close friends and have maintained that friendship, because you do the same job, like technically you don't have beefs, you're not like you should get more clients than me. How have you guys sustained your friendship?
I'll first say is from maybe family background, and I believe it's from how both of us were raised. If you have love inside you, I believe you have love to give. So both of us come from families that genuinely love their own. Some people, they don't just naturally have love. So I feel like from our upbringing, it was very easy how we connected and still maintain. Because this thing that you said, a lot of people are like, yes, because I'm like, because I know people, it's hard for people to do the same business, and there are a lot of times people will message her. She might not be just seeing me. Somebody message for October 13. I'll say, Ikeja, yes, this is the number. And they don't know that these two people were actually chatting about. So, so far. And I don't see any reason why we should envy each other. Like he said, collaboration has also helped us. If somebody reaches out to me, I'm not available, she refers or like that. So, I think it just basically helps us.
Yeah. So over the years, I think what attracted me or got me closer to her, she's like me in a calmer body. I'm the one that's everywhere. I'm the one that likes to talk and all of that stuff. So I always like to carry her along, as you know.
So she dragged me. She dragged me.
I like to carry her for everything. I love to refer her for everything, and it's because when we started off, I didn't have jobs at some point, and she was like, "Oh, list the dates that you have brides, list the dates you don't have brides." And then when I did that, she also did the same thing to me. So if I have maybe a booking for that day and she's free, I refer the person to her and we'll follow up to make sure the person actually books. Do you understand? And that's how we've been, like, year after year after year. Like we said, we're sharpening each other's iron. At the same time, we're trying to stay sane in this toxic industry.
Toxic world too.
Toxic world too, because I hear and see things that happen, but I think it's because of our backgrounds. Like she said, we have been born into love, so there's so much love to give. There's so much love. Yes, we've had arguments, but after that second we've moved on. We don't have like actual reasons, and God will not allow us to have actual reasons, right? Amen. But it's just conversations, how to improve, how to be better, and how to make money, and we keep it moving. That's basically
love it for you.
Okay, may I have one more question for you guys? Okay. Sorry about that. So I want to ask, in terms of pricing, do you guys think normal makeup should be more expensive than bridal makeup?
Yes. The reason why I would say that is bridal makeup takes a lot of process, a whole lot. It starts from having a conversation with them, trying to align what they want, So there are countless of consultations that we even do prior to the wedding day. Do you understand? We also speak to other vendors to sort of align with that. We help them to structure how things will go. I even go as far as helping them with vendor selection. They ask me for, other vendors I can use for my wedding? This is my budget. I also help them in that area. So there are a lot of things that we do for brides. The party guests, after I do your makeup 30 minutes, I don't even care how long the makeup lasts. It will last, but I'm not too particular about it. But a bride, we have to make sure that makeup, she stays fresh in every outfit. She looks good from morning till night. That takes a special skill and technique that we don't do for party guests. Party guests, I just do your makeup. We may or may not even snap you. We keep it moving. Even with brides, sometimes we might not snap the bride if there's a rush hour. But we just make sure that, we make sure that everything goes on well. So bridal techniques and skill products also is different. It's just now that I've been able to differentiate my box to say, oh, this is my bridal box, this is my home service or party guest box. But there are makeup artists that cannot afford to do that, So I feel in terms of skill, and technique, bridals should be way more expensive. And we're also like the emotional controllers on the day. We do a whole lot than just being a makeup artist. So in all my reviews that my bride gives, they say you do more than you've over delivered than what I paid you for. So most times they send us extra money after, or they give us a gift to say thank you. And that's because they had seen that we've done something significant. And from there, I always tell people that you can tell somebody something, but how you made them feel, they can never forget you for that. And so it's from that feeling that most of those brides refer us to their friends. Their friends are also amongst bridesmaids, will see how we treated them and also will book us. So that's how it goes. So bridal is a different ball game entirely. So bridal should definitely be way more expensive than normal party guests.
Namije, do you have anything to say about that?
I'll just say the hours too are totally different. Then there are early call times. You can see 4 a.m., which I don't know why will a party guest book before 4 a.m. But it's totally understanding exactly like bridals and everything. And then we're basically the first people you meet on that day. And I believe we have a lot to do with determining how your day plays out. So definitely bridal is premium.
Okay.
And then do you also require that the bride book a space for you?
So for me, I always
get there for 4 a.m.
I always state it in my invoice. So before you pay me, I'll tell you to read
terms and conditions.
Yes, read it. If it's good to go, send deposits. If you're not okay with it, It's totally, because we've had situations where people enter one chance,
Yeah.
and trust me, they will look for somebody else to do the job, because obviously it's the bride's big day, but that person has lost, or the person is not safe. So safety is very important, not even this
Money.
and all that. So I always tell them that accommodation is advised the night before if you need me to start
Earlier.
very early.
Yeah.
And then another thing I just discovered is we need to also state the accommodation, because they can
Yes.
put you in the kitchen and it is accommodation. Yes, so it's something that you also have to like. Then there are times where some people might, let's not go there. They might put you, like, it's meant to be you are booking Nomi J. It's fine if me and my assistants are in the room, but then I get there and you are
with the
booking
bridal.
Yeah, no, maybe you are with the hairstylist, and maybe the hairstylist is a guy. He may have his own assistant. There's just a lot of things, but we bless the name of the
Yeah,
Lord.
it's just important to state
Yeah, so that-
clearly. So I always tell them, read the terms and conditions. Before, we didn't still have terms and conditions. Our experience that helped us to carve terms and conditions.
Yeah,
So
but there are a lot
now
of-
everybody has policies. If you need me way earlier than 6 a.m., then definitely you have to do an accommodation. And it's stated right there for me and my
my
staff only. You know, I've had situations where the bride will say, "Please, can she just stay? It's just overnight." And I'm like, "Oh, you saw the policy. We can't. I'm sorry,
Because you can't even be sleep. Yes,
I can't be
like,
saying with stranger. What God forbid,
steal
you do
your
something or
stuff.
they steal my stuff. It's sorry, you tell me.
Yeah.
You understand? Well, those things are expensive. You understand? So I don't even debate that at all.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Very last one. As an OG in the game, what can you guys just drop a word of wisdom for fellow makeup artists?
For me, I would say, don't stop learning.
Yep.
The moment you think I'm done learning, I'm a pro now, you start dying. Your skill starts to go down. So always learn something every day. Be at the top of your game. Also be consistent. You know, consistency is harder when nobody's clapping for you. But clap for yourself, you know, and also have a few people in your circle that you can work with that can also remind you of who you are. Actually, OGs, I'm saying this because, you know, past glories of the things you've done, what you've achieved may make you feel like, oh, yeah, I've not arrived. When you're not seeing new people that are doing way more than you, start to feel a certain way. But it's good to have people in your circle that can remind you of who you are, you know, just to bring you back to where you were, because it takes a lot of mental strength. So I would say learn every day, be consistent, you know, push yourself, push good content, you know, just try and push yourself out there as much, and don't forget the God factor, because God is the only one that can announce you, lift you. You know, I'd rather kiss the ass of God than kiss the ass of man, because it's God that would connect me to these people. Yeah, so I'd rather just do the job and allow, you know, God take charge, you know, with everything. I'll allow them to continue.
You don't talk all the points. But basically, just keep showing up, because the whole the way contents, you are not getting engagement and everything, that should not be a determining factor. Because something I like to do is that when I get a client, I like to ask them, "Ma, please, how did you find me?" And they're like, "Instagram." I'm like, Instagram is still working. You might not get the numbers, but it is still working. So just keep showing up, push out your content. Of course, the God factor has helped me, has helped us. And you don't have to buy every product that is trending.
Okay.
Yes, so
You don't
just
have to. Just work with the few that you have and make good use of it. Even if it's the XR phone you're using, make
You
good
don't have
use
to
of
do
that
17
XR.
Pro Max.
You don't have to go and kill
And not
yourself to
get
buy
am.
17 Pro. Do you understand? Just make do with what you have at that point, then gradually start to build. In terms of makeup products too, just have the things that you can work with. Maybe Nigerian products, you know, then gradually start to buy high end, small, so you can build your kits, you know, to a certain level. I guess
That's perfect. And we've had such a fantastic time today. Like, it just gets better. Every episode gets better and better and better. And I'm really excited for this. And this brings us to the end of this episode of the Unfiltered Creative Podcast. Please don't forget to follow us on every platform, social media platform, Instagram, Twitter, everywhere at the Unfiltered Creative. See you next time.